The woman had to use her foot to wedge the door every time she went to get something, because the warehouse door lock was broken. At this moment she wedged a brick against the door. She thought this would allow her to safely enter the warehouse. Little did she know this action would bring her disaster. Just as she finished gathering her things and was about to leave, the brick on the floor suddenly loosened. This caused the warehouse door to slam shut instantly. Casey was scared and didn't know what to do, because the door inside didn't have a handle. The door could only be opened from the outside. She had no choice but to ask her 3-year-old daughter for help. But due to her daughter's height limitations, she could only hand Casey a screwdriver. Casey tried to use the screwdriver to remove the door, but the screws on the door didn't match the screwdriver. So she asked her daughter to bring her a cross-shaped tool. It turned out that her ex-husband Jack had unexpectedly come to the house. At that moment Casey noticed that Jack's perverted friend had also arrived. Casey knew he was a twisted pedophile. For her daughter's safety, Casey immediately tried to get rid of Jack. But to her surprise, Jack slapped Casey hard. But even worse things were about to happen. He suddenly grabbed Casey and threw her into the warehouse. Casey quickly apologized. She said she did everything for her daughter. She hoped Jack would open the door and let her out. Casey thought Jack would let her out after hearing her apology. To her surprise, a steel nail suddenly pierced through Casey's palm. Casey then realized Jack had nailed the door shut with a board. He wanted to trap her inside completely. Jack ignored Casey's pleas. He quickly sealed the door. Then he handed Casey a small bag of drugs. He said that whenever Casey used the drugs, he would let her out. Then he left the house. Casey was completely desperate. She wanted her daughter to help her get the phone, but her phone and bag had already been taken by her ex-husband. She had no choice but to ask her daughter to go upstairs and take care of her brother. Casey then decided to find another way out. She used the screwdriver to pound the floor little by little. She tried to dig a big hole to crawl out, but suddenly a heavy footsteps sound came from outside the door.